Hi, everybody, and welcome back to our fourth episode of Heart of the Plains. So far, these crazy characters have fought demigods and shadow dragons, which turn to be, I guess, other demigods or actual gods. It's been a ride. So before we get into more of that, I'd like to thank Brepai for the amazing art you can see up on screen now of Dominic. She's awesome. I'd also like to thank Nerds of the West for giving us Reese here, who's playing this tonight, and One of Blunders for giving us Agent. They are both excellent. You can check them out. We have info below and in chat coming up right now. One of the two for sure. What else? We have merch now. So if you want to go see some cool symbols of our stream, plus I think we've got some character art on shirts and stuff. Go nuts. I think. Yes, see. Agent has the mug. I think that we still have the Delayer limited edition shirt. Oh, that's coming down for sure this weekend. And yeah, I was going to say 8, but I think it's now 7 followers from 800. We hit 700 followers last week, right? So if we can get 800 by the end of this stream, I'll be fucking ecstatic.
If we hit 800 this stream, I'll dab. I'll dab for everyone. That's
what
everyone wants to see is me dab.
If we hit 800, I will join you in a dab.
Oof. She's never dabbed in her life.
Ooh. No, right. I haven't.
They just watch as like the follows leave.
Yeah, get away from the dab. I have ruined your channel. That's.
Anyways, right. So yeah, you can find out more info for us below the Twitter and YouTube in the panels. Go check us out. And those other places, and I will now introduce you to these characters who will tell you a little bit about themselves, where they come from, and then the character as well. So we'll start with Felix O'Farah, played by Reese.
Hi guys, I'm Reese. As Nova mentioned before, I'm from another channel called Nerds of the West. We play board games and video games. We're here on Twitch. We're also on YouTube. If you're into that sort of stuff, feel free to come over, give us a watch, give us a listen, whatever. That's pretty much me, and I'm playing the rogue assassin, the cocky rogue assassin, Felix O'Farah.
That's correct. He who turns into lightning bolts when mad.
Oh man,
he is Thor.
You drilled a dragon real good last week. Next up we have Dominic, played by Agent Number 1.
Yes, drilled the dragon indeed. I'm Agent Number 1. I'm also known as Kieran. I'm on this channel 3 days a week right now, DMing one game that's in like 12 hours, and I'm also here Monday and Friday nights Australia time for 2 other games. Elsewise, you can find me on Wonders and Blunders, the podcast, where we have I don't know, what are we, 50-something episodes here now. I play a big wizard barbarian. I do the audio on that as well, the music and the sound effects. It's really fun. And in this, I play Dominic, who's a shooty boy shooting arrows from ancient Greece. He's been alive for way too long and just wants to die. No, he's got a heart of gold. And yeah, I'm really excited for today's session and see what wants to kill us today.
You pretty much just live here now, Kieran. Like,
yeah.
This is now your home.
Seems to be the case.
Right. Next up, we have Tig, played by Showgirl.
Tig. Hi, everybody. I'm Showgirl. I'll be playing your lovable dumb barbarian Tig tonight. You can otherwise find me here on Monday nights for the Warhammer Mists Over Mootland game, where I play your French Bretonnian damsel Mercedes Dumont, and I be outrageously French for a long time. But yeah, that's me, and hopefully we find some more things to play with today. This is fun.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Valastae, played by Josh.
G'day everybody, how are you going? I'm Josh the Pirate, and I play Valastae, the bard with a scythe that wants to just fucking eat things. and it's becoming more and more problematic as we go along. If you want to hear more of my wonderful vocal stylings, you could check out There Be Dragons, the podcast, the 5e D&D podcast, much like this, where I play the irritatingly German Scan Felspar and his little dragon, Hrosh. Aside from that, other news in my world, I bought a fish. There you go.
Oh, that just brightened my day.
A real
kind of
fish. His
fish?
name is Larry Fishburne, and he's a Siamese fighting fish. He is
Larry Fishburne.
Fishburne!
We've
I
also got a
see
catfish called
what you
Otto.
did there.
Otto von Fishmark.
Oh no!
And Larry and
Okay.
Otto are still trying to figure out whether or not they're prepared to live together.
They're not.
All right.
No, fighting fish are actually not too bad, but he has had a couple of nibbles.
He's hungry.
Okay. Who landed the killing blow on the Shadow Dragon last week?
It was
It was
Valastae.
you?
Valastae.
Valastae.
It was a
Right.
synaptic static at level 7.
You can give us the recap of last week then.
Oh, jolly good. No, everything went perfectly well, swimmingly, in fact. We found the Shadow Dragon at the end of the previous session. So last session was spent mainly killing the fucker. There was an awful lot of being hurt. Dom did an awful lot of turning into a Tyrannosaurus. It was very special. He even had a sort of radioactive lightning breath at one point he broke his arm, but we fixed him up from a regeneration spell. What else went on? Oh yeah, then we called Kernanos. Book did a good job. He got Kernanos. Kernanos arrived. He arrived just in time to miss out on the dealing with the Shadow Dragon, and just in time to get involved with the dealing with the head of Tiamat that it turned out to be underneath the shadows. And we were like, don't worry, Kernanos has got this, and he fucking didn't. And there was a bit of a tussle. Kernanos got covered in quite a lot of acid. And then the head of Tiamat flew away with a nod and a wink, saying, thanks very much for that, chaps. See you around. At this point, Valastae is very much like, well, you know what? The material plane, it had a good run. That's just, that's fine. We can leave it there, shall we? That's
It had a
everybody
pretty
else's
terrible
problem.
run. Let's be honest. The material plane has not been having a good time in
Look,
this
well,
universe.
it's just getting worse. I think we just call it quits, to be honest. So then Kernanos was not nearly as deeply apologetic as I think he should have been about the whole business. And then he gave us some of his blood so that we could summon his brother, maybe, to assist with the quest as it goes forwards. Once he established what it was we fucking wanted to do. And then he borrowed Tig for the evening, and I assume she's going to come back fulfilled and happy. And we all bedded down in a, you can take that however you like, Tig. I'm sure you will. And we all bedded down in a Leomund's tiny hut and had a good snooze. I think that's all caught up.
Yeah, the only other thing which I think sort of warrants mentioning is that Book is now your best friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Book
Book
gave
and
you
I
a
get along
button.
famously. He did. I have a shiny button, and it's like my 5th or 6th favorite possession. It's definitely in the top 10, possibly top 5.
How many possessions do you actually own?
Oh, maybe 12.
All right.
I
So-
believe it's an explorer's pack.
That was a pretty succinct telling of the last session.
Thank you.
So we will start this one with Tig taken just back across the border into the Feywild. Kernanos takes you to a very small glade, which you don't quite remember being there as you pass through. It's like he just wilted into being. You
Oh.
walk through, you heard some creaking and rustling ahead of you. And as you reach through his trees, there's this nice little circle with just moonlight pouring down very prettily into this little field of grass.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You'll need to sit here quietly. It'll take some hours to do what I have planned.
Okay. Take a walk forward and go and sort of sit cross-legged, just...
He sits cross-legged in front of you and starts to just mutter quietly under his breath. And you can just feel the wind wrap itself around you and leaves sort of slowly fall and sort of land in your lap, stick to you, feel them tug on your hair. 20 minutes pass, you're still just sitting there. What do you do, Tig? This is all the time you're going to get to spend with Kernos.
Okay, I'm going to ask him some questions.
Thought you might. So he's got his eyes closed. What do you say?
Is your brother like you, or is he worse?
He just opens an eye. My brother is worse. He's a lord of the abyss. Hush, little one.
I'll give it a couple more seconds and then, Is the abyss a bad place?
Yes, of course. It's the place where chaotic and evil souls go to rest. It's not much of a rest, more endless torture. Starts muttering to himself again.
I'll wait again. And, so, how do we get him to help us?
He'll need some sort of offering. He sort of looks you right in the eyes now. You'll need to find a way to make him ally to your needs. Most demons need offerings. Something big which he can cut the heart out of is his preference. Something dangerous which he can feel dominant over.
Oh. Does it need to be alive?
Yes, it does.
He's not very nice.
I did say that. Puts his head back down and starts muttering to himself again.
I'll give him a minute to mutter some more and then I'll just, Why isn't he allowed in the big library?
His eyes snap open and look at you. He's like, he's not welcome by the lady that resides there.
Oh. What is bad if we bring him?
Maybe, but you will need a guide, and I know of no other.
Okay.
Are you done with your questions for now?
Yes.
Okay. And he puts his head back down and starts muttering to himself again.
Does he like flowers?
Serenity, mother, give me grace. No, young Tigariel, he does not like flowers.
Okay.
He looks up at the moon and shakes his head and then puts his head back down and starts trying to cast this spell, which you keep interrupting.
Okay, I'll stop now. I'll just sort of sit quietly cross-legged and just...
Okay, so it's been 35 minutes now out of the 4 to 6 hours this was going to take. So another hour passes. And another. Are you good there, Tig?
No!
What
Definitely
questions
not.
would you like to ask?
How do we summon him?
You yell that into the sky and like a few pixies just flutter off because they were just like watching intently and you scared them. And he sort of
I'm
looks
so
up.
sorry.
You will need to find a place uninhabited so you don't cause too much undue harm. You'll need to... A standard summoning ritual should work if you have a sacrifice, and my blood is an anchor. Do any of your friends know any summoning spells?
I don't know.
Many of the servants of the lady do know such spells. They have been known to bind things before to help fight back against the hordes of undead. Find one much like your friend Valastae. They should be able to take you somewhere where you can learn a ritual.
Okay.
Are you good now? Is there anything else at all?
No.
Very good. He places a hand on your head and he's like, patience, little one. We are almost there. And he starts trying to finish the spell again. Now, how long do you wait before you ask another fucking questions? Is my question to you.
For 60 seconds.
I have one more question.
How long do you wait before you ask?
How long are we into this?
It's been 2.5 hours, then you had that 2-minute conversation.
Okay. I'll give it half an hour. I'll make a solid effort to sit quietly and wait.
Okay. You start sitting there and his chanting gets a bit faster and faster. The wind starts whipping up. You can feel this power drawn in. And with it, you're feeling a bit energized as this is all happening. You're still excited. In your excitement, what do you ask?
So how do we get to the library?
His eyes snap open looking at you. They are bright, brilliant white, and lightning seems to crackle along his antlers, and thunder booms overhead as the moonlight stops. It's like, right, I think we're done.
Take Daddy bad. Take Daddy bad. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. How long have you known your companions?
This many.
All of them, or just...
Can't count.
Either way, they are...
Dominic, this many.
That's
Others
the same
this
as
many.
you did.
Try living with her.
They are brilliant souls who I did not think much of originally, and now I hold them in much higher regard, having spent some hours here with you.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. We should leave now. Let's go. And he just starts walking, and you're not sure if he's finished, but is walking you away. And he sort of the library, the labyrinth. It is at a fixed point between the pond, the lake of the River Styx, where it dives deep into the plains, and the mountain font, which is the bridge to the negative energy plane. Find the Styx, you will find the labyrinth.
That's such a bad thing to say to Tig.
Understand.
Okay.
How long is it before you just start picking up sticks off the ground?
I'm not gonna. I feel bad now. Tig's just I'll wait until he's like, I think until we're at the very edge of like the tree line, and then I'll be like, there's a stick. It's a good start.
Right. So he sort of walks. Do you like question anything else as he walks you back to the edge of the shadow plane, to the borderlands?
I'll just ask him. You said your mother and father are the moon and here?
That is correct.
How long have you been here? Are you like trees?
Not quite. I am more a creature of spirit and light. I have been here for 100 millennia. I've also spent time hibernating and not existing. The Fae is not as you understand. The material realm and it are so very different. But I've tried to link you to it somewhat.
Tig would like to be here as home. Trees are nice here.
Thought you might. It was somewhat hard maintaining concentration, so we'll see how that went.
Tig is sorry. Tig just
So-
want to help friends.
It's okay, little one. And he opens up this small, like push the tree aside, and you can see down to where the shadows have sort of are now just covering everything. This is the borderlands just ahead of you, maybe another 20, 30 meters down the path. And they would be awake by now. And outside their tiny hut, chilling out, figuring out what they're going to do. Books
Okay.
chirping away and hopping around.
I'm totally grabbing a stick.
He's like, just go to them.
Oh,
And
you stay here?
yes.
I cannot bear you any longer.
Okay. Tig will tell them stuff.
Please do.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Tigario.
Tig.
Yes.
Okay.
What was you going to say?
Tig is grateful that you help her be like Tree. No one else could help.
You're very welcome. And as you sort of take a step forward, like the first time noticing that you stand a little bit taller, you just feel a bit higher up than normal.
It
And
is so far away.
as
Grass.
as the rest of you look on, you see Colonel's emerge from these woods, and Tagaro starts walking down through this path. In the fading moonlight, Tig leaves the trees, and under their shadows, you see her standing slightly taller than before, her legs and waist now entirely made of wood and branch, hard and gnarled with great talons of oak ending at each foot. When she steps fully into the moonlight, before crossing that threshold, her elven, the threshold to the borderlands between the shadow and the fae, her elven form from the wood up seems to be blown away like smoke in a non-existent breeze. And a green ethereal spirit sits in this hollowed out recess that is her wooden form of her chest and the rest of her body.
Ooh.
A crown of antlers sprouts from her temple, and her hair seems to be made of these fine vines that wave around behind her. But she's still this strange, illuminating, translucent creature from like
Ghost
the
tree.
half chest up. And as she fully steps out, one great wing unfolds behind her, where long serrated leaves hang from this mossy thin branch that makes up the wing bone. As you cross the threshold into the shadow plane, that borderlands though, where there's no moonlight, your elven form just like pops into existence, smothering the ethereal.
This is like an anemone in the ocean where you touch it and it just...
Yes.
Oh, it's so cool!
Okay. Tig didn't notice any of that because she's, Tig. You guys shielded.
I have stick. We find more sticks and we'd be okay.
Can I? So, to be clear, this isn't Valastae. She now looks as she did before?
Except that where she had elven legs and midriff, that is now all...
She's more
branch
tree than
and tree.
elf now.
Yes.
Right. But she doesn't have the antlers.
No. She still has that sort of like the wood that goes up along the back of her head and sprouts out is still there. But when she becomes that like ethereal ghost tree, they are proper antlers from the brow.
Sure.
Oh, so
And
cool.
the tree is the wing is gone.
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's good. Well, with my passive perception of 24, I probably didn't notice that. Valastae will go. Yep, that's about right.
That's another one on the chalkboard.
Yeah.
What we could have not. What could we have not expected?
I mean, I got a lot of questions, but I don't really think there's any point in asking them.
It's just a stick.
It's a very nice stick, Tig.
Very, very good stick. So we got to find more sticks. That's the
Is
thing
that
the sacrifice is sticks.
No.
That makes.
It doesn't.
No, sticks is to... So we find...
I mean, trees have souls. You could just sacrifice a bunch of sticks. I would think that would summon a demon. That seems to make sense to me.
Tig would
just-
start
no, I mean, this is-
growling at you and just walk over to you and like lean over you, just like...
I was like, before she even gets a chance, I was like,
Yeah,
I would hesitate to sacrifice anything Tig deems family.
He is nice.
Thank you.
Mom is nice too. Just ask silly question, okay?
So,
No. So sticks are how to get to library. We need to find a pond and a lake with sticks.
I am
Must
going
be
to
some
roll
kind of like
an insight.
fade portal or something.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Kronos is-
Sticks, and
What's
she's
a
gonna find like
stick,
another stick on the floor and
water-based-
just cross them over. Like sticks do this, and we go to a library.
Yeah.
So a bunch of sticks. We find a puddle. Create a portal.
Does a 21, would we say, in any way manage to make the connection between Styx, the famous river, and one that Valastae may well know is near the library that we're looking for?
Okay. I'll let you make an intelligence check only
No,
because she hasn't said the word river yet. She said pond and lake.
Pond, which is, because he deliberately didn't say that one word that would be the most useful.
No, he did say River Styx.
That's
He
a
did say River
natural
Styx.
one and a natural 20.
That is on form for Valastae. Very much on form. Yeah.
Could I make an intelligence check?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Yeah, didn't work that
Usually
in
I let one
fairness,
person
she's-
do it.
Yeah.
well. I mean, you can feel free to ask more questions.
Yeah.
Just about what she knows.
Tig,
So
what exactly did you ask him to get that answer? Just out of curiosity, just so we can have maybe some more clues to figure out this riddle you've presented us with.
How do we get to a library?
Okay.
the library's location is near
A
Through this fade portal.
pond,
a
And-
pond.
puddle, and sticks.
Styx.
That makes sense.
Sticks
And-
We
plural
jumped
or
through a
just one
tree portal
stick?
to get here. Like,
You so library, so pond,
Mm-hmm.
lake,
Uh-huh.
go for swim, and at this end is Styx down to a library. He says is in between things, and library is in there.
Right.
No, I'm
wow,
not.
shadow plane up is down, left is right.
Book.
I'm not very familiar with.
You see Book, and his head's just like on its side, looking at her like, "What is this? What is she talking about?"
Look, given your lexicon, can you shed any light on this, given that you actually know where it is we're going?
Library near Styx. Yeah.
Cool. What is Styx?
Do you have the spell to open the portal? Like,
Can he draw?
Can you draw? There is
Uh,
dirt.
He points to.
Can I borrow
to
a stick,
Tig,
too?
and he's like, "Sticks."
Uh,
Takes it from you and draws like a winding line with like a little house next to it.
it's weird runes. I've
See,
recognized
Styx.
these. Never seen a portal spell like this before.
And then at the
So-
at the end, so then he shakes his head and then he goes, okay, draws a little circle like at the end of the line, and then continues the squiggly line, and then at the other end he makes two triangles and makes the little squiggly line go between them, and then he just looks at you, points at you, points to the mountains, and crosses the mountains out and shakes his head.
Okay,
Can
Okay.
someone else make an intelligence check?
so Tig, explain. Tig, explain.
I feel like this is actually fairly obvious.
It kind of
I-
is, because you're all about
At
intelligence.
this point, he's actually being very clear.
Yeah. So pond
Hmm.
to the circle. Pond.
Yep.
A squiggly line. She's like tracing it like Styx.
Uh-huh.
Looks to Book like Styx.
Yeah.
And
Hold on.
Mountain Bridge.
Hold on.
No. Mountain Bridge. He said was
Did he,
bad place. Bad energy place.
did he mention? All right. What water type landmarks are in the abyss in the shadow plane where
We're all
it's
squatting
Valastae-
around something that is
Valastae,
fairly...
mate.
river, a river of some sort.
Styx, River Styx. Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. All right. We're not looking for a stick.
That was fun.
River.
We're looking for the River Styx.
It's
Oh,
very
that
hard to
makes a
play a
lot more
character
sense.
significantly.
Styx.
Yeah.
It's a Kenku, an idiot, and you guys walk into a bar, and like, Jesus
Hilarity.
Christ.
Yeah. All right, good.
STYX.
So we need to go to
Styx.
the
Yeah,
River
yeah.
Styx. Great.
Great.
Fucking fine.
Grand.
You can see
Oh,
a
wow.
vein popping out of Felix's forehead right now because he's.
Next question. Book. Do you know how to get to the River Styx?
Yeah.
Why I'm getting the feeling here that you don't want to go to the River Styx.
Yeah.
Any particular reason that you're capable of expressing?
Nah.
Is it just a nasty place? Right,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, as long as we got money for the ferryman.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we need
The ferryman.
sacrifice.
Yes, that was my...
No. He points
Did,
back to Dom. He's like, ferryman.
Yeah.
Ferryman.
Well, Tig said something about swimming?
No.
No, well, this was my thinking.
no.
Well, yeah, she said that, and I didn't query it because we hadn't figured out it was the River Styx yet. But so we cross the river, but we do not swim the river. Good, excellent. All right. So, did Cornflakes specify a way of summoning his brother?
Yes.
What was it?
So need big empty place.
Yep.
Because he is angry and things won't like him.
Sure.
Need cornflakes blood.
Mm-hmm.
And summon spell and sacrifice. Something big.
Right.
Are we talking like a metaphorical sacrifice?
Dangerous. Need be alive so he can rip its heart out.
What do you think, Felix? Sound metaphorical to you, old buddy?
Oh, that sounds quite figurative to me.
I feel like Kurdanos was oddly specific in that.
Uh-huh.
I have just woken up and now
I know,
witnessing
you're
this
not
bullshit.
a morning person.
Big, dangerous, and with a heart. I don't know. We're gonna find something with all three of those here.
Oh,
And then
As I look
to the
around the
underworld.
endless shadows.
it's like they definitely live here. It's whether or not we'll find them. Great. Well,
It find us. It find
Yes.
us.
Book starts like flapping,
hello.
and then
It's-
he gets his little stick and he sort of makes a little line out from where the river symbol, and then he draws people, and then he draws like a massive blob, and then it makes like a little mouth for it, and it starts pointing at the people, then the mouth, then the River Styx.
Something eats the people at the River Styx.
Yeah.
Right. What?
Big.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, right. There's a large thing at the river that has presumably a heart, maybe?
Maybe.
Good.
Is it friendly? Is there a...
Anything... The
Why
problem
is everything
is...
trying to kill us?
The problem is, if it was friendly, sacrificing it would be rather mean. There's this dichotomy that we are suffering from.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it is we need to...
Yes.
Bubble wrap does not... He mean... He not care if evil or good. He just want to...
Yeah.
And...
Kill. I understand kill. Yes, that is...
No, make suffer. He's very mean.
Even better.
Stop being such a whiny bitch.
So sacrifice is present, so he help us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, good job, Tig. Well done. Did you ask him anything else?
Bubble wrap not like flowers.
Damn it. Fuck!
Well, there goes that idea.
Abyss is very bad place, so we definitely not go there. Like very bad place.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And,
he really likes you.
as in me or all of us?
All of you. He really likes you.
Well, that's nice of him.
Actually,
Yeah.
I would like to go back to a thing. You mentioned we need like a summoning spell. Is that a thing that?
She's gonna point to Valastae.
Look at Valastae. Is that a thing you can do?
No.
He says someone like you.
Somebody like me. Oh,
Yeah, we find them here apparently.
Yeah. I mean, that level up, I might have, but unfortunately, didn't gain any new spells. Force Cage, Irresistible Dance. Yeah, I'm just so Valastae just sort of running through the things he can do in his head, just sort of like,
Can I make a intelligence roll, which is a dump stat, and see if I remember exactly what it was that he said about being able to find someone like the followers of the lady in the library?
Yeah, go for it.
Where he said
He told you like 20 minutes ago, so I'll make it a DC 10 check for you.
No,
I'm telling
gonna
you
roll less
up
than
front
that.
because you have a terrible intelligence.
Yeah, -3. Let's see.
That is a 10. You have passed.
Hey. All right. So what I legit can't remember where he said to actually find them. I know he said that people, followers that are a servant of the lady like Valastae can do it. I'm just not sure where he said, like, was it actually in the Feywild? Or was it in
No,
the
he
shadow?
sort of alluded to the fact that they're in the shadow plane and that they have places near the River Styx that you could potentially find them.
Yeah,
I'm,
okay.
I'm pointing at the little village that Book has drawn on the map.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, by the sounds of it, there's other people here. I mean, they might not be people, but
I'm
if
from
they're
here.
Cornflakes say other people like you live there, and
Yeah.
they might do it.
Hardly surprising. Yeah.
Welcome home!
It is good to be back. I mean, look, it wasn't the best returning homecoming I could have hoped for, but look, I'm back, and that's good. Book, you don't happen to know any summoning spells, do you? Good. Yeah, look, I just thought I'd ask. All right. How far is this village near the Styx? Quite
Not
close. Could you draw a number of lines on the floor representing the number of days' walk? Okay, because it's not specific distances, presumably.
Could you, in a metric
Ooh.
system?
How many sticks
I mean,
is that?
can you just point us in the direction and we start walking?
So he
It's gonna
points
take us however
to,
long it takes.
he points to the pond, right? Takes one feather from his plumage and drops it. And while there's no breeze here, it sort of seems to get sucked slowly in a direction. Only while it's falling. It's like something is drawing it. And then he points to the pond.
Oh, it says homing beacon. That's cool.
That's cool.
Ooh.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
that's great.
Well.
Do you want to? So, yeah, you're free to come with us if you'd like, Book. We'd love to have you along, but you don't. I'm not going to make you.
He sort of cups his little feathery arms, takes your hand and starts pulling you, and then starts just like he takes a few steps and then he hop, a few steps, hop, because it's just like his childish excitement at like going on an adventure with you guys, and it's just the weird Kenku gait, you think.
Sure. Well, yeah, brilliant. All right.
Is this the sort of thing we want to bring a child to?
Well,
I mean, he knows this place better than any of us.
Yeah,
he is our guide, and also, we look. He survived the whole business with the dragon. He can turn invisible if he needs to.
Yeah, he spins around at that from Felix, and is like pulls his head down into his atom bit. All his feathers ruffle up, and you get this like annoyed look, and he sort of like blows out some air angrily, and a few feathers like puff out from him. And
Don't you look at me like that. That's
he just turns invisible all of a sudden.
Oh my god!
How far away is he?
He was about 30 feet in front of you. He just turns invisible, and then after a couple of seconds, turns back visible and just look at you.
Yeah, if that's how you answer questions, fine. All right.
You're just making all
Let's
the
go.
friends today, aren't you,
I
Philip?
just walk. All right, let's go.
Right. I'm gonna do a bit of a scout about for. I've got to just visit the little sides room. Now, well, so my scythe needs feeding. He's getting a bit antsy, and I need a soul to feed it. And not particularly interested in him having any of yours. So I need to be on the lookout for a suitable substitute. Now, I'm happy to go and do this on my own. It's not always pleasant, but I wouldn't mind the assistance given where we are.
Does it need to be alive?
A soul is what it needs.
I'm not a master of what happens after we die.
I believe the soul doesn't stick around. I would have some understanding of this, presumably. So is that accurate?
And if you're watching Book, he seems to all of a sudden perk up like he knows exactly how this all works.
Right. Book, care to shed any light on that?
He sort of looks at your stuff and motions over. And then he sits there and he sort of into the air, and you hear this distant cawing of a crow, and it flutters down and sits on his shoulder. And then he sort of points to it, and then sort of looks out. He goes, he's a shrug. He doesn't have the words to give you. He's trying to tell you something, but he just doesn't.
Looking out for a something comes along and watches. A guide?
Lead us to something with a soul.
Just hangs his head down
Here we go again.
and starts walking up and just like motions for you to come, and then sort of shrugs his shoulder, and the crow takes off and starts circling wider circles.
Find them.
Yeah. So there are things that gather the souls and bring them to where they're supposed to go.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
No.
It sounds like you could have your staff there can have it's fill of souls, and you don't even have to kill anything. That's a win-win.
That would be good. So
already harvested.
Well, yeah. I don't know if that was what Book was implying.
No.
He was just explaining how where souls go afterwards, unless they get fed to a hungry bastard scythe.
Okay. So he starts. He looks up at the bird, sees where it's going, and he sort of follows it, and he just motions for you guys to follow.
Book, that crow.
Sorry. No.
On a scale of 1 to super attached, he's your best friend.
He looks at you, Sol, and then points to himself and points to the crow.
Oh, all right. No, then. Good. Yeah.
I'm glad we got that out of the way.
That's why
he's
I
a little
asked.
disturbed as he's just like staring at you, like you should have realized this. Not that you can possibly really know, but he's just like, the fuck, man.
I'm
no,
looking
that's
over to
why I asked.
Valastae, and I'm like, well, I was thinking it as well, to be honest, but I'm glad you asked.
That would have just been a neat solution to the problem, but I'm glad I asked, and I won't. That's fair.
You nearly killed Buck.
Roll
God, I
me
nearly stole his soul.
some perception checks, people, across the board.
Oh, that's never a
Oh,
good
I've
thing.
got those.
Nope.
Oh wait,
That's
yeah,
a-
I forgot about that.
Oh, actually, not really.
Reliable talent.
Somehow, Tig is the best eyes here.
Hilarious.
Hey, I have
right.
instincts.
Oh, that's a 6 on the dice. Good.
I take a passive perception check.
Nah.
20 on my passive perception.
Isn't the
So-
deal that you just can't do lower than your passive?
You guys are walking along and sort of looking out, and you're really on edge in this place. As you move deeper and deeper, you exit the borderlands and you enter the Shadow Plains proper. It's just this... The borderlands were nothing compared to this realm of darkness. You can just like feel your mortality sit on you, like it's just waiting to leave. That your life will end and your soul will wander here for an eternity, just devoid of personality and thought, and with the only emotion, everything that you've, just the knowledge of you've lost, and the terror that you're endlessly hunted by the beings that live here.
Good to be home, isn't it?
Oh, I love this place. This is just so warmy.
How does it make Dom feel? Given that a lot of this is very much up his alley.
The idea of wandering for an eternity through an endless expanse of one thing is definitely a little all too familiar.
So
That's the dictionary definition of depression, my friend.
Jesus. All right. So, anyways, you guys are wandering through this place, and you just feel this cold in your bones. Everyone except for Valastae, who is somewhat. It's not that it doesn't affect you; it's just you're so accustomed to it; it's second nature.
Yeah.
It's that despair and depression and constant anxiety at everything that's going on, but it just settles on you, and you can move past it. Everyone else is a little bit on edge, and it kind of explains some of your terrible rolling.
Some of it.
So you continue moving down this path, and Tig hears it roughly the same time the crow lets out a loud noise, turns quickly around, and starts flying back. Tig, you can hear the sound of something in a croaky, high-pitched voice screeching at something. You can't understand the language, but it does sound something akin to someone giving someone else orders. Someone bossing someone around.
Okay.
Mine?
Oh, battleship, we, someone yelling at someone.
Ah, excellent.
We go.
Yeah, we go.
They're very angry. We go now. We go fast.
Crack.
Swing!
So as you guys go running, there's a small rise in front of you, and as you get to it, you climb it, and the crow lands to foot, and it's just sitting there looking out and looks back to Book. And as Book gets close, he sort of ducks down low, looks over the rise, and sort of whistles softly to this crow, and it just sort of falls into a pool of feathers and disappears. He points out, and
Sorry.
Oh, that pains me.
is this because we hit 800?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Thank you all for helping us hit 800. I was going to address this at the break,
Sorry.
but the dabs across the board here.
Just being insisted upon.
Yeah.
That hurt.
So, anyways, sorry, you have to do another one on a break now.
No.
So it points out, and down across this area, through these rocks, you can see one creature that looks like a vulture, and it's surrounded by maybe 4 or 5 of these smoky forms.
Ah, excellent. One each.
And Book sort of looks at it, and like you see, like his eyes go wide, and he sort of sinks down low, and he just like buries his like the side of his face in the sand. He's like, no, and then he looks up to you and your scythe and points to your scythe. It's like, yeah.
I pat him on the shoulder and I say, "Thanks, Book. You stay here, mate." So, what are these? Would I know? Given that I'm a denizen
You
of-
can make a history check.
Excellent. Can I?
Can you?
Let's find out. History +3.
Tell me what you get. I'm just setting up a battle map.
It's those second dice every time. That's a 7 on the dice. I'm making a note of all the dice rolls that I'm making today because I was a bit salty last time.
Yeah, I got that feeling from you.
My
Just a
dice
little bit.
rolling was fucking shite. So this time I'm actually making a note of every single bloody one of them, and I'm going to check to see if I'm actually rolling as shit as I think I am, because I think I am.
All right. Okay. So, a 7, right?
10 is the
10.
total.
You got a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay. You're not
It's been a
entirely-
while. I haven't been here in a long time.
That's fair. You're not entirely sure what the smoky creatures are, but you realize that because you know what Kenku are. You've been around them before. You understand that they're psychopops that have not had like don't have a job anymore since the gods of death were eaten by the Endless Lord. So
Make death great again.
yeah. So the Kenkus have devolved from psychopomps, and they help out where they can. There was a tale of a group of Kenku that tried to steal the power of the Lady of Ravens to try to take back what they used to be. And they broke into her library and tried to read sections of it. And when they were forced out, they tried to burn chunks of it down.
Bad move.
She turned them into these vulture creatures called Nagpa. Have you heard of those before? Anyone at the table heard of those before?
Yes.
Okay, I will give you the brief description
Nasty.
from the Monster Manual. Pretty much, they are all these very hunchbacked, vulture-looking creatures in horrible robes. They can speak, and you just by looking at them, you get this sense of power. That they are very, very skilled when it comes to magics.
Good. Cool. And the we don't know what the smoky things are, but do they appear to be fighting, or are they agreeing on something?
It seems like this Nagpa is pointing to each of them, and they sort of like flow across the ground and hover over certain points, like they're forming a circle around it.
All right. And anything that thing's doing is probably less than ideal.
I would like to put my hood, my cloak and hood over my cloak of elvenkind hood over my head, just before we do anything.
Okay.
I'm definitely keeping low with Book, like following his lead of hiding, stealthing.
Sure.
Tigger's gonna try and do that too.
How many of those you need to eat?
Oh, just the one will do. Would this qualify as something large and dangerous enough to satisfy a greater demon? Do we think?
It's a medium humanoid size.
Big enough.
So you're not sure if it's big enough, but it does give off a palatable sense of power.
Yeah. And something that would be easy to subdue. Probably won't do, really. Yeah, all right, great. Let's give this a go. I think we can sneak up on them and attack as soon as we get close enough.
Okay.
General plan.
Roll some stealth checks. I'll take the average across the group.
I'll let you do it.
4.
I have it. If you're willing to give me advantage because I got my cloak up, it's 36. Otherwise, it's 21.
Jesus.
We're here to save Dominic.
33.
Dominic has never been a stealthy boy.
No.
It's okay.
No. But them with 20, 21 and 33?
Yeah.
No, 20, 36 and 33. That's pretty good.
It's a 17 on the dice.
That's 23 on an average. So, I think you'll do it. So pretty much Dominic starts to slip on the loose like spree, and just like someone shoves their hand in there and just no noise whatsoever, helps him move across. He starts like, just being a little bit more careful as he goes, and you can approach. I will.
How close is he wanting to get?
600 feet.
Yeah, well, this is it. How close are we?
No closer.
Like I was saying, Dominic doesn't even need to move.
But there is some rocks and stuff which, when you come down off this rise, it obscures your vision. So you have to get a lot closer if we can start getting clear shots of them.
Sure.
So I'm going to check to make sure they don't find you.
they suddenly grow.
I bet you one of the
owls out of
rolls like a
their
natural
eyebrows.
20. It's just like, I've got magic.
Well,
See.
I'm going to place you on the map, and we'll
Oh,
see
no.
how this goes.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Smiling DM
He's
is
smiling.
never good.
I actually have a T-shirt that says "Don't trust the smiling DM."
Tig, you notice that Book is not following. He does not seem to
perfectly fine.
like this creature.
Well, it's what he might have become if he'd made a stupid decision.
Right.
What he would have
so-
come if he'd read a book.
Shut up.
Read the wrong book.
That was terrible. Okay.
Oh,
So I have moved you guys down. The battle map will have to start up soon, although damn, is it going to be must move a bit closer a minute. Don't know if it'll even show up on the screen.
Oh, there it is.
But as you guys get close, this vulture's long neck just sort of like turns around to look over the shoulder at you.
I'm good.
And it's going to immediately start casting a spell
God damn it.
because it has noticed you. And while you're all clustered together, like you was hoping to like stay stealth, it just throws out. Actually, let me check the range. I have to move first. I mean, my screen's being off. Yeah, so it just sits there, and you watch as this small orange bead appears in its hand, and it points out at you. And from its clawed hand, a fireball just comes shooting out to land directly on Valastae.
Yep, sounds about right.
Valastae, you were sitting there and you're walking along, and it's pretty much just Dom stumbles for a second, and his heavy greaves and shoulder plates like just clang off a few rocks as he hits things, and everyone sort of stops, and then you just hear this as it explodes. Let me roll that damage from a let's see, a level 4 fireball spell.
Dex saves.
Mm-hmm.
Dex saves around.
Yay!
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not what I was
That's a 0.
That's a 0.
That's real bad.
I mean, here I was like, oh, I got all
Dominic.
these boosters and stuff. I'll be totally fine.
I mean, it rolled badly, so everyone fails
Wow.
Damn it.
for 24 points of fire damage.
I take half because of evasion.
Oh, that's not too bad. 24.
Do you really? Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So it just
Very
comes
much.
flying in and woof. Everyone roll initiative.
Great.
And as soon as you're done rolling initiative, make sure you
So
click your counter before you click it. We will
that's-
take a very short break.
37.
Annoying.
I didn't click the token.
Roll
That's
again.
a 2 on the dice.
Okay, I got 22 on the system. If it would let me
I'll do it.
select.
Alrighty, guys, we will take a
Oh,
very
23.
short break, and this will be a interesting fight. Don't go anywhere, and when we come back, I will try to force everyone to dab in celebration. apparently.
You don't
Sorry,
have
I did
to
it
force me.
once.
You don't
I
have
did
to
it-
force me.
I
If
did
anything,
it once.
you have to stop me from dabbing.
Alrighty, guys.
Please stop him.
I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, and welcome back. We are live again with our 4th episode of Heart of the Plains, where they have snuck up on a bird and some shadows because someone needs to feed their stick. Yeah, they failed at sneaking. He did roll a 28 for his perception, which is,
Not
pretty
bad.
when these guys had an average of 22 or 23, I believe. So,
Somebody rolled like a
I
4.
there was a bit of a milestone tonight already. We've hit 800 followers. We are super happy for that. Really, really excited to keep on moving forward with everything going. We've got many plans, and a lot will become apparent in the near future. But I believe there was promises made by Showgrill, and she will now perform that promise.
I hate you.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it.
No, it hurts.
Back.
do
It's on
it.
the internet forever now.
I'll do one in solidarity. All
I
right?
do
Ready?
it.
Ready? Oh! Right, yeah, there we go.
I do it for all of you people who helped us get to 800. Thank you.
She
So much.
Literally no other reason.
she hates dabbing.
I
She
have
said she would
refused it.
leave me if I dabbed.
Oh.
So for her to do that, pretty impressive. Anyways. Yes, I just want someone to get a clip of that and then loop it for like 9 hours.
No. It's
Um,
gonna be a music video.
Way
now.
ahead of you.
Quality content.
right. So, anyways, back to this. As you guys snuck forward, Dominic stumbled on a small rock. He smacked his greave and then his shoulder and made a loud ringing noise that echoed across this plain with these like spires of rock. To which this creature you have identified as a Nagpa, a corrupted Kenku, has spun and thrown out a fireball at you, doing 24 damage to each of you, a little bit less to the super ninja, which is, yep, Dab Master McGee. And now combat starts with Felix at the top of the order.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna roll. So Felix is gonna roll over to this pillar here, about there.
Yep.
And sort of like get right on, like very close back onto the pillar.
Mhm.
Can I attempt a stealth check again?
They know exactly where you are, but yes.
Yep. No, that's fine.
Then lightning bolt to the next pillar.
So
20,
that's-
sure.
Yep.
Low.
Yeah.
27.
Does he have advantage, does he?
Yeah.
He's
I've got
reliable
advantage.
talent, so
Well, does reliable talent give you advantage, or does it? Oh no, his elven cloak gives you
Yeah.
27. Great. Okay,
Cool.
what else are you doing? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, next up, Tig. What are you doing, Tig? They're trying to play with you with fire, which hurts you. And
Yeah.
also, there's 5 ghosts ahead of you, and I believe you have a certain thing with ghosts.
I do. I very much do not like everything that's happening here right now. This is the worst possible combat.
Tig is a ghost now. Tree
Yeah, but
ghost.
she doesn't know that.
Don't tell her that.
Also, just
Don't.
the ghost of a tree.
I'm gonna move in a direction. Let me just measure how far I can go.
40 feet.
40 feet. You know what? I'll go here. In this direction. There we go.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go up to here behind this rock.
Mhm.
And I would like to. No, I'm not gonna do anything else other than that because I can't.
Okay. Next up, Valastae.
Yeah. I am going to move towards them, but in a different direction to Tig. Just bear with me a moment. I am considering options. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, what we're going to do, Tig went that way. I will be going to about here. I believe that is. About right. And then I am going to cast a spell. Now, there's a valid question. This is about a 20-foot radius.
It does appear to be.
Doesn't it? So I'm going to do a spell. Come on. Do the thing. Oh, that's right. Roll 20 is a lovely thing. There we go. Boop.
Ah, the same as last time? Yes.
Yeah, look, when it works, it works. There's 8d6 psychic damage if they fail an intelligence saving throw.
That's an
And
AoE.
I get all of them.
Okay, so it's intelligence save, I believe.
I believe it is.
Okay, I don't think this thing has any legendary actions. So
Unless
I hope
they
not.
have an int score of lower than 2.
I would assume its intelligence is higher than 2. It can cast spells.
Okay, so saves. Intelligence. Submit.
You need 18.
Well, it rolled 18, so yeah. The rest, though, will most likely not save because they are not so 15. I'm going to just roll ones for each half of these guys. So 15 and a 24. So 2 save, 3 fail of the shadowy creatures.
Cool.
How much damage do you deal?
I just rolled a 4, and that wasn't deliberate, but I will do the other. So 27 plus 31.
30.
Psychic damage.
That is substantial.
And halved. It's not bad. And then halved for obviously the ones that succeed rather, and all the ones that failed, subtract 1d6 from any attack rolls and ability checks, and saving throws to maintain concentration.
Okay. Well, that won't come up too soon. I think they'll be fucking dead by then. But we'll see how that goes.
Hopefully.
Is that all of your turn?
Yes. No, I'm going to use my bonus action to give Tigariel a bardic inspiration.
What do you say to her?
I say, go get him, Tig. Just please don't kill the bird one. Leave it for me. If you could pin it down, that'd be great.
Don't.
Okay.
Okay, and next up we have Dominic. And hopefully we can get some combat music playing.
Can I make, you said on the break I can make some sort of check about these shadowy creatures?
Yeah,
History
now that
check?
you're a bit closer, you can make a history check or arcana check. Probably arcana would be more accurate.
Oh, well then let's just not count that history roll.
Is there a difference between your arcana and history?
My arcana is way worse and I'm not proficient in it, so.
Okay. You look at these things, you're like, there's something about them, but you just can't quite remember.
Well,
You've heard tales. You might have to discuss with Valastae. Might be hard in middle of combat, but you can give it a shot.
I'm sure there are nothing a few arrows can't stop. Twang, twang, twang!
Is this let's draw some line of sight here. What can you actually see? One.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot
Can't
the
see
raven,
that.
but I'm gonna just shoot the crows.
Obviously the
crows,
first crow, the raven, and the bat crow. You can't see the ones on the side unless you move.
Yeah, that's fine. Any of them are they're all the same to me.
Roll damage for the front guy for me.
Bloop.
17.
Oh, sorry. Ignore that 7. That's not real.
It's not real. It doesn't exist.
Is that our
10
answer now? Didn't happen.
Front one, dead.
Oof.
Cadaverific. Just sits there, and this shadow creature looms up, and your arrow of light and darkness sort of hits it, and it just explodes into nothingness.
The other ones hit.
The 19 does. Let me have a look. This wrong creature. Nagpar has an 8. Yep, you do hit the Nagpar with that 19. So roll damage.
Oh, sorry. Can I hit the other things? Not the. I'd want to avoid the Nagpar because.
Okay, so the thing at the back. One moment. So I was just going in a straight line towards the back. You definitely hit its AC of terrible.
14.
14, and your last arrow
Into another one of those, or
into the same one.
13.
Okay, and that one at the back is also dead. The 27 just taking it out of the field. So it sort of sits there, and one arrow hits it and it goes through it, but it sort of opens a hole in its shadowy essence. And as it's sort of moving forward, the next one just rips straight through its core and it just fizzles out to nothing.
And then I'm just gonna move down here away from people.
So 2 gone.
Yes.
Nice.
As you have these things die, disappear, you hear these screeches of madness ring out across this area, and you hear words of different languages just enter into your hearing. You take them in, and your head just becomes a little bit fuzzy as they're doing something even in death. All right. Who is next? It is the Ellipse. So let's have a look at what they can reach. Hey there, Tig. I think they're coming for you.
How many of them are still alive?
3. So the Nagpa points out towards the thing that she saw run closest and just sort of screeches in this otherworldly language, and they rush forward. So, one. Where can it reach? Let's have a look. Not much.
Yes, come to me.
Come to me, my pretty.
All right,
Yes.
cool.
Unconsciously stroking my mustache.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're doing the evil thing.
Come to me.
There.
We eat your soul.
Right, so it's going to... These things look out to you. And... Yep. Nope. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I want Valastae, Dominic, and Tig to all make wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
Oh no.
good call on the one up on wisdom there.
Hold it.
Oh,
I
this
would
again?
like to add something to that because it's so horrendous.
So that was Tig,
I
and
can't.
Valastae fails as well, and Dom.
oh wow. A one.
What is this against? I'm just
A
debating whether or not to use
crit
my
fail.
hero point now.
My second crit fail of the game. There we are. Lovely.
Okay.
Wisdom.
So all
Eight
3
wisdom
of you
saves.
take 7 points of psychic damage,
Oh,
and you must use your reaction to make a melee weapon against one creature of its choice that it can see. So because none of you are in range, it just you waste all your reactions as you swing wildly at the air.
very well.
Okay.
I mean,
Ah.
irritating. But
Thanos. Ah.
Cool. Then this one that was the top Ellipse. The next one down screeches in your face, Tig, and as it does so, you see these images in your head of this man standing before a volcano, and you kind of recognize the terrain as a place you were at a few hundred years ago when you're with Nissa and Soot. And he starts holding his arms up, and arcane power dances off him. And from inside this volcano, a gigantic molten figure stands up and starts leaning down to talk to this creature. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay,
I'm gonna use my reroll.
go for it.
Oh, so bad. Yeah.
You are lucky. You are lucky. You take 6 points of damage, psychic damage. You're not raging, so you take all 6.
Yeah.
All right, that was so lucky. Okay, and lastly, the last Ellipse will make you probably all take saving throws again. That's 60 feet, right? Yep. Nope. All right, say wisdom saving throws, Tig and Valastae.
God, again.
Yep.
Fuck wisdom. No.
okay.
And Valastae? All right, Valastae, you pass.
Hey.
But Tig, you take another 7 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Fuck shit up, Tig.
It is now the Nagpa's turn. It looks around at all of you. It's going to scoot south. No, it'll just move that way a little bit. Let's have a look here.
Sounds like the kind of creature that would scoot.
Scoot. Yeah, shoot and scoot. That's his jam. Right. So, firstly, let me just quickly measure this range here.
Nope. No, obviously, definitely out of range. That's not.
Just double checking. Yeah. Let me have a look here. All right. It's going to flutter this way. No. Oh, just in range. Okay.
Oh.
You see it.
See, I wanted to run backwards, but I figured I'd
holds up
stay
a
on the
hand, and this little black orb appears, and then it separates to all 5 of its clawed fingers and points them out at you.
Well, that doesn't look good.
A disintegrate.
That doesn't feel good.
That's
Make
not
a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I can totally make a dexterity saving throw. Let me just with my minus 1
you have a nat
dexterity. I do have a nat 20, but I also have a lot of other things. So let's start with this.
Well, yeah.
15,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my booster.
Okay.
Hey.
19.
Nice.
Okay, you fail still.
Wow.
It didn't work. So this will be 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
Mhm.
Ah.
All right, so let's get out that advanced dice roll. Where'd it go? Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
maybe I should have used that.
Yeah.
The nat 20.
maybe that was the time to use it.
It's like Valastae sees this and goes, "Oh dear, I know exactly what that is."
You get blasted square in the chest for 67 points of force damage.
It's not too bad, but it's pretty nasty.
If he's reduced to 0, it's bad.
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't do true resurrection, buddy. Don't let that happen again.
Alrighty. And as a bonus action, it stares at you, Dominic. Make a charisma saving throw.
No, that I can do.
You sure?
Well, you can
No,
certainly do it.
I'm not really sure, but
Physically capable of performing the role, yes.
I'm basically getting full performance.
Oh no.
You feel its eyes burn into you, and this voice enters your head. Be mine. Destroy that tree elf. As you are charmed for the next 24 hours by this thing.
You bitch.
And you know exactly how to hurt her. You know she is weak to fire damage.
Oh.
I hate you. Tig doesn't want to hurt him either because he's so squishy. She will kill him.
So, Felix, you're up, buddy. You have no idea that happened. It was all psychic.
Dope. Alright, anyway. Alrighty.
You're gonna have to kill another party member.
Oh, not again. Alright, I am going to move behind the ghost that's currently next to Tig. So that's a movement and using cunning action to dash as a bonus action.
Yep, so drag yourself over there.
Yep. So I'm there. And
Ooh,
then
it's close.
yeah. And then as I'm behind him, I'm gonna attack him with my rapier.
Go for it.
So it dies?
It's now very dead. Yes, it just
Hiya!
and it's like lightning fills the shadow as it shocks, and it just like shudders apart into like fine dust, and you hear in your mind, "Your father wanders."
So do I. I wonder all the time. I wonder what's for breakfast. I wonder.
Well, you don't fucking hear it, do you? Valastae, you smartass.
I just try and shake it off and I'm like, Tig, pick down the big birdie.
Okay.
Okay.
Tig, the ghost in front of you just exploded, but you have to move closer to the next ghost if you want to hit the big bird.
My friends ask nice things and encourage me. I am going to bonus action rage and get rid of this I'm afraid of shit. I'm gonna bulk up and I'm gonna try and spear tackle the Nagpa.
Go for it. So charge in and make an athletics, I believe. If you want to go try to like grapple it, yeah?
Oh yeah, I want to grapple. Yeah, 23. Take
Feel
no
free
play.
to-
Pretty good.
Just like run up.
Non-lethal damage is fine, guys.
I'm just trying to grapple.
God.
I'm not trying to kill it because I could do that so easily.
yeah.
I gotta hold back.
Right. Cool. Yep. Let's make a. It's not gonna pass. It's got -1 strength. That's a 3. All right. So you bear it to the ground. You have an extra attack if you wish to make one. You can punch it in the face.
Feel free. Good
I
job,
actually-
Tig.
I'm gonna yell at its face.
Feel free to
I'm
hit
actually
it.
gonna. Oh, that's such a bad idea. I got told I can hit it. I'm actually gonna. I've pretty much like pinned it to the ground. I'm actually gonna lift it up and smack it down into the earth.
Yep. Make a single attack with arm.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, 28 hits. 28 hits.
Good then master hit too.
Yeah. It's like I'm
Is that-
holding it. I can't miss.
Is that 30 damage? She just grabs it by the chest, lifts it up in one hand, and then slams it into the floor for 30 damn damage.
How's its constitution save? Is it
It
concentrating on the thing that it
wasn't
did to Dom?
wasn't a spell,
Ah,
so it's a natural ability of it. So,
Christ.
yep.
May God
Um,
mercy on us all.
I mean,
Valastae, I believe.
I can stop you, but only when you demonstrate that you have been bewitched.
Valastae's up next.
Yep, Valastae is as you say, up next. Where's Tig?
Tell me after. Directly south of you.
All right. So, but okay. So the map
so
I'm seeing,
she-
she hasn't moved.
She would be there now. I'm sorry. But she's still
No,
south of you.
it's fine.
You
Yep,
would have seen her
good.
move.
Okay. I'm thinking about there. So he will go there. And yeah, look, that worked pretty well. Let's do it again. Fuck it. Still can't hit anything with my scythe. So, look, 5th level spell slots are fairly run-of-the-mill. Everybody's got a few, right? Let's do Synaptic Static again. It's the spell I have that does damage.
As you try to do it,
Oh, yeah.
it like rolls about with Tig, throws a hand out in your direction, and just shuts that spell down with a counter spell
Yeah.
using its reaction. So you sit there gathering energy, thinking, "Yeah, I got this," and there's it's gone. It's like just taken that magic, that arcane energy from you.
So it's burned something of equal power to do
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I had decided the next time you use a spell, I'd use level 6 counter spell. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
So-
good. It was that or disintegrate, but
Bloody please.
but that's also level 6. Cool. Well, then it looks like that isn't happening. That's the problem with finding spellcasters. Can I do anything as a bonus action? I mean, I could. Yeah. No, that's all good. I also give Bardic Inspiration to Felix.
Okay. Cool. It is now your turn, Dom.
Yeah, so Dom just, you see him kind of cock an arrow, pointed up into the sky as the arrow just like arcs up through the clouds, gathering like the shadows around it, and then turns into a flaming sphere that slowly like grows in size as it comes crashing down onto Tig.
It's going to hit Tig
Making-
and Felix.
Tig
And-
and
Son of a
Felix
bitch.
And the
and bird.
Forgot
That's-
about that.
That's fine.
You're a jerk.
It's
I feel like
unfortunately
you
it's
shouldn't, but yeah, okay.
it's everything in a 5-foot area, and I was told hurt Tig with fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hurt Tig,
so
and you assume
Dex, it's
do
a
that the
dex
right way.
save for everything. in that area.
The Naga has disadvantage, and
I
both of the
understand
others
that.
have bardic inspiration.
So that's a D. Actually, I should make it with the
Dex save.
23.
You know what?
right?
I'm going to add my bardic inspiration to that.
Yeah.
It's a D12.
10 or 12?
12.
Oh, and
shit.
it's for the
Roll-
next roll that we make, right? So it's like we automatically have to do it.
You can use it whenever you like.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna hold on to it. So I rolled
Okay,
a
so
20.
So Tig takes
23.
half damage, right?
Yeah, because I'm raging. And
Okay.
I rolled 18.
You got
And I
18,
have-
so that you take quarter damage.
No, she
No,
doesn't. Hold up. So Tig is a slight variant
Ah.
to the totem barbarian, which usually is, psychic damage she's immune to. Everything but psychic she's immune to. She's everything but fire,
Fire.
because she's
Yeah.
a treant totem. So you
doesn't
still take
quarter it.
5 points of damage.
Yep, cool.
Your rage doesn't help.
Watch out.
It was the
5
dex
whole
save.
points.
I have evasion, so I take no damage.
Cool.
I love that.
So basically, it's
Uh,
just this like huge, like sun ball bearing down like into Tig's back as Tig is on top of this this bird.
Yeah,
Nick.
and I forgot to roll its save, so bear with me just 1 second.
It
As-
doesn't have bardic
Watch where you're
inspiration.
shooting! Tig's got
Dex
grappled.
save. Disadvantage 21. It's still fine. That's disadvantage of 21. Yeah. Right. So it only takes 5 points of damage.
Watch out, big damage.
I know. And I don't know if you remember this, but when you do that, you still apply the damage of the actual arrow itself. You fire the arrow, it goes out, then the spell goes off.
Right. Oh, I guess I still have to try and hit with that arrow though.
I mean, it'll still go off in the area and hurt her. Just the arrow itself might not be the one that hits her. So
Right.
so roll your standard shot. 30 does hit Tig, yes. That damage is what? She takes 4 points of 4 points of damage from the arrow.
Okay.
That's already hard for you. It did start at 9.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. So now it is the Ellipse turn. This one is going to look straight at the bottom one's going to look at Tig and is going to scream at you again. And you see in your mind Dominic draw back an arrow and shoot Vanny in the chest. You need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Me?
Yep,
Roll a what saving throw, sorry?
wisdom
It's not
saving throw.
Wisdom? Dig destroy.
Uh,
17.
you pass. Lucky
Yay.
you.
Oh.
You still take 6 points of damage. That'll be halved down to 3 as well.
Okay.
So let me just quickly do
All right, I've
this.
still got 155. I'm good.
Cool. And the last one does the same thing. Looks at you, all right, and screams at you once more. So all these creatures screeching at you. And as it does so, you watch as Dominic is praying to all of his gods. The arrow releases. It hits Vanny in the heart, and she's sucked into somewhere else. You would only assume another plane. She must be here somewhere, but that shot was to the heart. She is dead, and it's because of Dominic. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh my God. Oh, you are destroying a very fragile little Tig here.
Oh, no!
Okay, so you
I
take.
got bardic inspiration.
No, you
I
don't
used
use
that.
it before.
Used it.
You take
unfortunately.
12 points of psychic damage, halved down to 6,
Uh-huh.
and you're stunned for 1 round.
Okay.
So you just roll into your back. So you're already sort of on the floor. So you just fall off this guy, and you're just glassy-eyed, and your head slowly just turns to look towards Dominic. And in your head, these creatures that have been messing with you, the image of Vanny being shot by Dom flickers, and it's Nissa, then flickers back and it's Vanny. flickers and it's Nissa back at Vanny again.
Oh.
Did I kill Nissa? I could have.
You did not, but she might think you do.
Oh, yeah. Oof, you
Right.
killed the 2 people.
So, the Nakba stands up, looks at Felix, and casts a spell.
Oh, of course he does.
Of course he does. Let me just find the spell. Level 8. Make yourself a... One moment.
Can I?
There is a
counter
saving
spell?
throw. You can try. Do you have 8th level spells?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know it's an 8th level spell which is casting it?
Well, you said
He does
so.
now.
Yeah. I know. Would you have cast counterspell at 8th level before? Is my question to you.
No, I definitely would not have. No, I definitely wouldn't have.
Do you want to know what spell it is before you cast it?
Yes.
Okay, so you sort of watch, and it's an enchantment spell, which you sort of know a little bit about, as he draws this intricate pattern in the air with his hands, and it's a feeble mind spell towards Felix.
Yeah. Oh, I can't make him too much stupider.
Value our friendship too.
Just gonna quickly check exactly how counterspell works.
You have to cast it at the equal level, or you have to make a save to beat it. I can look it up for you if you want.
I am in the process of it. Scrolling through the entire fucking book.
Meanwhile, I'm just sweating bullets. I'm like,
It's just that meme of the dude.
make it ability check. Do 10
the
plus
key and
spell
peel meme.
level.
Just
Oh no. Using your spellcasting ability. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Look, I would probably go with 6th level.
Okay.
Would have
since
been
that's what
my
we used at you.
would have been where I would guess it at. So, what is my spellcasting ability modifier? Would be like plus
Charisma?
11. Yeah.
Equals 10. So the DC equals 10 plus spellcasting level. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Make your thing. Sorry, this took so long, guys. Just many spells coming into play.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's plus.
Is he going
11.
to counterspell this counterspell?
Oh. Yeah.
shit. This just turned into a game of magic.
He will counterspell, but he's not going to counterspell. Let's see what levels he's got left before I yell this out, because he'll probably do it at this. You do it 5th level. Cool. All right. So
21,
Actually,
which should do it.
he wouldn't be able to counterspell. He's already used his reaction
Yeah.
to
to counterspell Valastae's spell on his turn.
Yep, fair enough. Okay, 21. You do successfully shut down the Feeble Mind spell.
Who could play at that game, dickhead?
It looks across at you really angrily.
Yeah,
And-
I've upset you. Oh no, I'm now going to feed your soul to my blade.
As a bonus action.
Sure. I'm pretty sure it had already done a bonus action. Wasn't that spell it was just doing?
No, Feeble Mind's a action. I believe. I can check again.
No, you're probably right.
As we spend more time reading spells than actually fighting.
Yeah.
It is an action. So
Two blue and sorry.
it uses a bonus action to force each creature within 30 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw. So that'll be Felix and Teak. He's going to choose. And it might even be Valastae. Let's have a look.
I'm 35.
Oh,
This
you
guy's built up
lucky
wisdom savings.
bastard.
Wisdom?
Yeah, you both pass.
Hey!
So nothing
Nothing bad
bad
happens.
happens. And he sort of looks at each of you and decides,
We just
not
have
good
this
for me.
awkward stare. We're like,
it backs off this way. You can make one attack of opportunity, Felix.
okay, I will make an attack of opportunity. I'll also use my bardic inspiration because I don't know if that's going to hit. 1d12.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah.
You hit now.
Yep.
So that's 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Hiya!
Right. And Dominic, you hear. Hurt the tree and that bladesman.
That's not overly
not a
specific.
Well, there's only one guy with a sword, so yeah.
Seems pretty reasonable.
Hopefully it's not off the screen. It is off the screen. I apologize to our producer for moving things where they can't be seen on the map. I will fix that in a minute. Anyways, it is now Felix's turn.
Okay. I'm seeing old mate trying to make a leg for it. I'm gonna run after him.
Mhm.
And attempt to grapple him to stop him from running.
Because this is sort of off the map, I'm just going to move it here so everyone on the screen can see that they're
Yep.
just behind this rock down here, as
Sure.
opposed to me just keeping it off screen.
That's cool. So that's an athletics. Is it? Yeah, it's athletics, right? Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a opposed athletics check. Why?
Nice. Nice.
Eh.
Can't.
7.
So
All
yeah,
right.
I sort of get him in a headlock, and I'm like, ah, not today.
All right. Okay. Tig, you are stunned. You can spend your turn looking at Dominic in hatred, or however you want to look at him. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm just in absolute shock at this point. I'm like in denial. Like, no, Dominic, no.
Jesus.
That's fucked
Right.
up.
Valastae, it's your turn.
Yeah. Right. So it's now more than 30 feet away from me. So I'm going to use my movement and my bonus action to Blessing of the Raven Queen, teleport over to the prick. Yeah, I'm going to try and
The screen's been moved. Cool.
hit it with my... That'll get me there. Hit it with my Void's Call, which I've never hit anything with, so this will be an interesting experiment.
Well, you have advantage because we've got it flanked.
Oh,
right?
I'm aware.
No,
Yeah.
I don't use the that flanking rule, so
Okay.
there's no
It
advantage
is,
there.
it
buddy.
is grappled.
It is grappled.
Yes, I believe that one will give you advantage.
That
Yeah.
works. Thank you. All right.
Come on,
Come on, Void.
you can do it.
Oh,
Jesus!
That's
That'll
a-
do it.
That's a 19 on the
damn.
dice.
Are you
There
going to
we
use
are.
your Whisper Blade ability?
So, it's not fucking cursed. That's irritating. If it was cursed, that would have been a crit. But I had to use my bonus action to move to it instead. Never mind. I will be using the Whisper Blade ability as well. So it does all of the 13 odd slashing damage. It also does quite a bit of psychic, I believe. I'm not sure how much psychic though, because the wording is very, very small on my character sheet. But yeah,
Do you want me to help you out there, buddy?
no, that's all right. Magic plus 5 blood. Yeah. Anyway, there is also 8d6 psychic damage from burning a bardic inspiration dice.
Go for it.
8d6.
Okay,
24.
24. So that is a total of 37 damage to it so far. It really didn't like that.
Oh.
And you hear this, as you swing, you hear this howling scream exit from inside the blade. It's not the blade itself, it's something within it. Is that the end of your turn?
I think I'm out of actions.
Cool. Dominic, you have your orders.
Ooh.
And the sun keeps burning in your turn, yes?
Actually, it burns at the end of everyone's turn. I didn't realize I forgot Tig was stunned. So Tig, you can make a dex save.
With disadvantage if you're stunned, I believe.
Maybe.
Either way, that's a natural one.
Yeah.
So you take
Good.
10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Tig seems to be just on fire, like not being able to move, but this like sphere is just like on her. You're going to see like parts of her sticking out, and her hair seems to light up. Part of her chest is crackling. You can smell wood smoke.
Seeing that she is stunned and Felix is actually attacking and grappling the bird, I'm going to make my shots on him. I think. Let's make sure I sharpshooter these for maximum damage.
And the maximum chance to miss.
3.
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm gonna on one of them, it doesn't really matter since they're all misses. I'm gonna use curve shot to swing it back towards Tig.
Okay. 26 will hit Tig. 25 damage?
Ow!
Damn.
Damn, dude.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, so you just hear this like whistle of arrows go flying by you, Felix.
So it's Tig, you take 12 points of damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Tig, you deal with the ghosts. We've got the bird.
Is that the end of your turn, by the way?
And then yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move a little bit just to keep my line of sight, I think, but
okay. You see where these ghosts, wherever they were, died. The dust and shadow that just like fall onto the floor and miscolor the floor a bit starts to reform and spins back up. So, the ones that were dead come back.
Well,
go.
There's a trick to it. You'll figure it out. All right. So they are going to all attempt to assist their master.
Damn it.
1, 2, 3 are going to surround Felix and just give him a good time.
Oh, party time. All right, let's do this. Let's
so
rumble.
go there, and there, and they just like float through that rock and appear out the other side. They even move straight through you and the vulture creature to completely surround you. And you just watch as they like form tight, spiral up, and its like face appears and it just screams down at you. You're gonna have to make some saves in just a moment. Let me just roll 1, 2. Oh no. 3 of them. Cool. Right. So the first Ellipse screeches at you. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw.
Cool. The second one is going to reach out, and it sort of like puts a hand into your chest, and you feel it's not your heart, but something inside you feels like it's being tugged out, and your mind goes fuzzy as it makes an attack against you with the ability Maddening Touch. 25, I assume, hits you.
Yep.
Cool. 22 psychic damage.
Oh, yep.
What's your AC, by the way?
17.
And the 18 will then hit you, and you take out further 18 psychic damage.
I'm going to... would I be able to use my defensive duelist ability as my reaction? To add 5 to my AC?
Sure.
Cool. So I'll just take the 22. That's 115.
Like this idea is like defensive duelist while you're grappling this bird. Is it just like you just throw him into the hit?
Yeah.
The last one is going to hover down at you and attempt the same thing. So let's try that. It's also going to reach out and try to touch you. But It did not hit. It rolled a 14.
Oh. This is retribution because you haven't hit me before.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, weird. I'm just standing here and they're just ignoring me, and it's awesome.
The last one is going to look at Valastae, breathe in deeply, and screech. Make a wisdom saving throw.
You're funny. You mean fail a wisdom saving throw? 16.
You pass.
Hey! Fucking what? First time for everything, I suppose.
Take no damage.
Hey.
All right. That pushes it off to the Nagpa's turn. It sort of is struggling. It doesn't know what to do. These things are screeching out. Felix, you get this feeling in your mind of your father searching for you in a place like this one, but just infinitely worse. No physical form, it's just a spirit floating, moving around a wasteland, searching for you.
Father!
Right. So, it will... let me have a quick look here. Right, yeah, that's what it's going to do. It's going to raise a hand and slap it on the ground. Everyone in a 60-foot radius around it, you see in its hand is a small black pearl, and as it slams it into the ground, it gets crushed. And these runes just spiral out from it and ignite into the air with this purple color. Shoots into the sky. Make Constitution saving throws, everything within 60 feet, please.
Oh.
So,
I'm gonna use my nat 20 that I was gifted. Thank you very much.
Pavlova.
Thank you, Pavlova face.
hey.
Oh, it's not bad from the Valastae as well.
Yeah.
So everyone's passed. I think the little ghosty people might be in for a bad time though. I'll just roll half for the left side. They might. They fail. And for the right side / top side, let's go saves, Constitution, submit. It didn't roll for me. Oh, there we go. Yep, so they all fail. However, you will still take some damage. This is Circle of Death. And I'll put that there. It should show up in the chat.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong one. That one.
Ooh, I'm glad I'm out of range.
Not showing. So everyone takes 8d6 necrotic damage, or half as much on a past save.
So a quarter for me.
Oh, you and your friggin' immunities.
I'm just one thing I'm resistant to, but it appears to be what everything's got.
So, oh Jesus, 32 damage to air.
Half to 16, 8. Marvelous.
So I'm down to 16 damage.
Yep. Oh, you take half from that as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you passed. Never mind.
Yes, yeah.
My brain skipped a beat.
I was like, what?
All right. So it sits there and just goes out, and it looks at you guys taking almost no notice of these spells, and it starts to just like get very, very mad. It starts chittering back and forward to all of its little friends, one of which it killed. Just take him down to dead. And the rest are not too good looking either. It is now Felix's turn.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I don't... fuck.
Felix, non-lethal damage, buddy.
Yeah. Fuck. Yep. I'm gonna... How do I make a non-lethal attack?
You make a normal
You
attack,
just
but you just
non-lethal.
You just say
you're
non-lethal.
just aiming for not to
Yeah.
kill it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a non-lethal attack.
Take a leg off.
Yeah, you stab
Yeah.
in the arm and not the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Alright.
It doesn't need to survive for long.
Yeah, so I'll make a non-lethal attack with my rapier.
It's good because you did like no damage. You do hit, and you do 11 points of damage.
Yep.
So I'll just do that.
Kill the bird!
Tuppence a pair. Oh no.
It is.
Well, thank you, Sarah.
your
Tig?
turn. You
Okay.
are no longer stunned.
Okay.
There's a bunch of ghosts to your south, and your friend, you thought was your friend, you've known him a long time. But this image is more and more solidifying in your mind, and he is shooting at all of you with his bow.
Hmm.
And there's a sun on top of you.
I think Tig's
yeah,
kind of
that's-
shutting down a little bit right now. Like she's been here before and it broke her heart the last time. So I think she's gonna go a bit primal at this point. Just push this sun off, stand up,
How that works.
and yeah, just
No.
stand up. I'm gonna move over here. I'm pretty much gonna just jump over there and tear its arm off.
Do it. Do it.
Yep.
Sure, kill the thing
Yes.
he needs to kill.
It's grappled.
Yeah, I just need a weapon, so just.
I mean, you have a
Tear
weapon.
it
Your
off.
arm is a weapon.
Yeah,
Oh,
she needs another arm.
No, I need another one.
Okay.
I need something to pin him down with.
I'm going
Okay.
to non-lethally tear its arm off.
Yeah, please
Okay.
do.
Run
I
over
won't
there
kill
and
it.
make an attack.
Not
You'll have to move
straight
all
away.
the way around. You can't move through that rock. You are not.
I was
a-
gonna go over the top of it, but moving around.
You'll
is
have to make
better.
a climb check. It's kind of tall.
Yeah, I'll go
And even
around
then, you
it.
wouldn't make it in one turn.
I'll go around
So
it.
check how long it's going to take you to get around it.
Can
You
she
have to
move
go-
through the ghosts? They can move through us.
Yes, but she'll be taking a little bit of damage if she does that.
Funny.
Oh.
That's 35.
You want to get to there? You'd have to get to there, where I'm pointing right now.
Yeah, so there.
And that'll be
Mhm.
yeah, 35. You'll be here. I'll move you.
It also means I'm out of the way of Dominic.
Okay,
sort
so you
of,
move.
except-
You
Like
move
that.
there,
Mhm.
and as you pass by, the Ellipse will take a swing at you.
Which one?
What Alep?
This one, right here. Hopefully this pings you.
That's dead.
Nope,
No,
because
no, no,
I
no.
can't remove those crosses. So that's what producers
but
put
she,
there.
but she didn't go within. She didn't touch it.
She would have had to move past its threat
Yeah.
square.
Yeah,
so
I'm
she takes,
going past its
you
range.
take 17 points of damage,
Okay.
halved down to 8. And you may now make your attacks against the Nekpa.
Do so.
Yeah.
Yep. You rolled very high and then you crit. Now, let me just remind you that you get an extra d10, which hasn't been added there for some reason, because have been bumped to 17 yet, apparently. So roll one more d10 for me. That gets added to your critical strike.
Sure. Y'all can just blame
roll-
Dominic for this.
Rolled
Oh,
really
why
bad
is
on
it
that
not
crit
working?
roll.
There we go. 7.
So 35, 42, 46 points of I have your arm. You hear it wrench a bit, but it doesn't come off.
Oh, are you serious?
It says, as its free action, "Let me go, or it dies," and looks directly at Felix.
Oh. Kill this fucking thing, please.
Yeah.
Okay, she doesn't let go. Cool.
I'm sorry, guys, but she's kind of like in
Yeah.
the zone. You gotta say something to her, otherwise
She's
she's not
raged.
gonna care.
Valastae.
Let's kill it! Just
Your
end this!
turn.
Well, this is my thinking. I'm just going to try and kill it. So my first thing I do is say, Void, if you want lunch, now would be a good time to help, buddy.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Very well.
Cool. All right, make your attack. I'll let you know what happens.
Sure. I first of all do the Hexblade Curse on it as a bonus action. So it is, I get a +5 to damage rolls, and I crit on a 19.
Yep.
And then I attack it. Because that's fun.
So the star comes up.
Crit!
Oh god. This as this hum happens, you see this big scythe of just unspace. There's nothing there, it's void. And you swing down for so far 23 points of damage. And then if you use your Whispering Blades, how many d6 is that? 9?
It's 8 d6s.
Double to 16
doubled,
d6.
So 16 d6s.
Yeah, roll 16 d6.
+5 from the Hexblade's Curse. Not that that's really important.
You also got a +1 to attack.
Yeah, but that'll be after this turn, because that happened while you were swinging.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god. Whew.
Here, look, I'll take it.
Ooh.
The 20.
That's a lot of damage. All right.
That's a lot of damage.
Let me calculate here. So 15 plus 8 plus 62 plus 5 equals 90.
Yeah.
We get to roll on the critical table. We haven't done that in a while.
You cut his arm off.
Yeah,
I'm leaning that way.
You're gonna give him some pain here. Roll me a d10.
Ten.
Right. It's going to use its villain point, which it gets 1 of, because this was actually meant to be some sort of boss. It's not going to survive this. It's meant to be a recurring character. It's not going to survive this. It's fucked. To take that
I needed
down
a soul.
by half, because they're not as good as hero points, so it takes it down by half instead of all. So you do psychic damage with that, yeah? With your Whispering Blades?
Yeah. Most of it is.
So it'll count as necrotic. And it's awesome. I'm pretty sure he's fucked. But let's see how this goes. What were you aiming at? Just the chest? Like just like boom into the chest?
Yeah, I wasn't certain, probably the chest, just to feed the blade. That's my only objective here. I have no particular beef.
Put blade in bad guy. Okay.
Yeah, the pointy end goes in the other man. I can be more descriptive if you like, but really, I'm aiming for heart.
You put it in, it misses the heart, hits the spine, and you just, as you drag it through, it doesn't so much cut as it just unravels this person. As the part that you drag the blade through is instantly sucked into the void.
There you go.
It's like you're wielding a black hole as a weapon. So it's not a draw, it's not a suck, despite the fact you use that word. It's just that space doesn't exist anymore. He is open, and it looks down, looks up at you, and starts just foaming blood at the mouth. It takes 2 constitution damage, is bleeding out, and will be unconscious if it's not already dead in the next 2 rounds. So, good job, but it is still alive for now.
Damn it.
It's
Did the blade do anything?
Yes. So, I had forgotten about that. Thank you. As you swing it through and bring it up, the blade sort of says, like this growl from it. But Tig, you watch as Magic Man pushes against the edge of it, and then it just gives out as he's drawing the blade back up. And the whole chest, head, and arms of this person start pulling their way out the blade. Their eyes are just black. There's nothing there. And they're reaching and swiping, trying to pull themselves out.
Can anybody else see this shit?
What is going on?
They can, but it doesn't feel like there's any extra weight there. He's just pulling himself out of a rent in space.
No! I react to this.
In your turn, you can.
Not
Dominic.
that!
Your turn, buddy.
I'm still charmed by this guy,
Yep, because again, it is not a spell; it is an ability.
and I've just
Sure.
heard that if they don't let go, Felix will die.
Yep. And your master is that mental connection is just yelling out that it's in pain, that it needs help.
Yeah. Big old arrow storm coming your way, Felix. So this is gonna be a action surge round. So 6 arrows.
Oh no. They're all sharpshooters. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
I would.
Can you defensive duelist something that is shooting you in the back from like 60 feet? Is my question.
Oh, more than that, but
Is
No, it
there
has to be a
anything I can
melee
do?
attack.
Mm.
Oh, I wouldn't have been able to use defensive duelist beforehand. Fuck. Sorry. No, I can't.
Okay, roll for damage.
so 4 of those hit.
Hey!
Yes.
Oh, I'm
1,
sorry.
2, 3, 4. Yep.
You're not
So
sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That
I
is
was gonna-
80 points of damage.
I was gonna do a Hexblade's Curse before this, but I forgot. So
That's
I'm gonna use
alright.
my bonus action to curve one of the shots into Tig as well.
Okay. Okay, Jesus. Tig, you take 10 points of damage.
And I take 88.
80. Just
80?
It's just, you're sitting there and you're like, yeah, Tig's got it, and fuck yeah. And then, oh God, what's that coming out the play then? And your body just sags as you feel all those shafts just deep inside you.
I want to use luck
Crazy.
points to reroll some of those as well, but I'm not gonna do it.
No.
The action
No.
just me.
No.
Fuck.
And the
Not good.
Nagpha looks up at you. You're coming with me.
Sorry, bud.
The Ellipse will wait their turn for the Nagpha because I want to do this first, just because I'm cruel like that. As it looks up at you, and you both hear it in common, and you all hear it in whatever native language you have. But it's also, it doesn't match up with what he's saying, the way his mouth moves. As he casts Power Word Kill at you.
Counterspell.
Go for it.
This is why we love the battleship.
This is obviously, I know it's counter power word kill, so I only have an 8th level. But I'll probably use that. Does it really matter if it's below?
What do you mean?
Like if the spell you use is the slot you use is below?
Yeah, then you have to make the check.
Yeah,
To
I
see
know,
if-
but it doesn't matter how many levels below, does it?
No.
Can I give
Be
him
it-
my nat 20 for this counter spell?
Oh, dude. Spend your hero point.
Do I have a 20?
Oh yeah, use your one.
Yeah, you don't have a.
You don't have a 20.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I will make the
Let me.
check first.
As soon as it sees you casting, it's also going to attempt to counterspell. So you were going to say that you were going to use it at a level low, I think, because it doesn't matter. So I'll let you choose a level below 8, and then I'll choose the level that
No,
he has
I will
available.
be using 8. Like, I know it's power
Using
word
8?
kill.
Okay.
I will use the highest level slot I've got.
Okay. Okay. Go for it then.
Crit.
Crit. Cool. That's a 31. Jesus.
Holy shit, dude.
I didn't even need the hero point, motherfuckers.
Yeah, boy.
Right.
Out, man, I'm stressed
That's
out.
not
It is-
bad.
It is going to use. It's only got a 7th level left. 7th level, or at least a high level like that. Counterspell on you.
Mhm.
So it needs to make a DC 17 check, I believe,
It's
based
an
off
18 because I'm using an 8th
18?
level.
Okay, cool. So and that is 10 plus spellcasting modifier, I believe.
Yeah.
It doesn't get anything else to that.
I think so.
All right. Advanced dice roll. Please open. Please. Dice roll. So, It all comes down to this. All right.
Kill that bitch.
That's rather.
6.
Can't even use luck rolls.
All right. I'm just gonna draw this out for a sec as I go look up counterspell once more, just to be sure. I'm sorry for this. I can feel everyone's stress through the screen a little bit
It
here.
is. Yeah.
I'm like, I need to go
We're
for a
all
walk
having
around,
our
but I'm like
moment.
tethered to my
attempt-
computer.
I
Your
am going
attempt
to
to
have to
interrupt
go
a
for a
creature
walk
in the
after.
process of casting a spell. If it's cast a spell for the high, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus
Plus the spell's level. So 18.
Okay. So it needs to roll a 12 and a D20.
Mhm.
It did not. It rolled a 10. You successfully counterspell it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lives
Oh my God.
for now. And it sort of looks at you and then looks at the Ellipse. She's like, get him. And they're all going to dive on you and start ripping
oh,
you to pieces.
son of a bitch.
Me, not.
Oh, wait, you?
No,
Okay.
no, on Felix.
Oh,
On
damn
Felix.
it.
He said you are going to come with him. If she attacks, you are the one that is going to get hurt. And he's going to follow through with it. As
Didn't attack,
each
I
of
just
them,
didn't let go.
you tore his fucking arm off almost.
Before
All right.
he said it.
I
Oh,
then
shush.
disemboweled him. It's just, why is he being so vindictive
It's on
about
you.
Felix?
He's a bad man.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 get through.
Uh-huh.
32 points of damage total to you.
Okay, am I able to use... Will my defensive duelist stop one?
Yes.
Okay, so only one gets through.
Yes. I don't like you. All right. So you, let's have a look here. 16,
Please kill this
14,
thing this
24, 18. Cool. Yep. So 14 points of damage will get through.
Okay. Guys, I'm down to 5. Help!
Oh, jeez.
Help!
Right.
Felix,
Hey,
get
help!
out of here.
Felix, it is your turn, buddy.
Get out
Right.
of here, mate.
Bonus
I'll
action.
regen you later.
Yep, bonus action. I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to move and dash as my action. To get...
Where are you going to disengage from?
Let me pull out the ruler.
There.
And he's gone.
There.
All right.
There.
Yep. I'm outies. And then, yeah, that's it. I don't think I can do anything else.
As he leaves, you get one final command, Dom. Hunt down that swordsman.
Don't do it.
Kill him.
Don't do it.
I got this.
I'm your best friend, man.
Tig,
We've
it
been
is
through
your
so much
turn,
together.
but you know
I have
That
already killed my best
Magic
friend.
Man is crawling out of the blade.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna pick this
can
guy
I shout
up and...
something at Tig?
Well, you better
Yeah, you
do it
can.
quick, man.
I say, Tig, the best way to make the thing stop is to kill the guy.
I know! Yeah, Tig's gonna curb stomp its face.
You're the one that's going to kill the Nagpa?
The blade is in it.
But it's not in its heart.
And it's sucking the guy. The blade
No.
brought it to 0 hit points.
Yeah, it's a,
I'm gonna go with my original plan here.
Okay, all right.
I'm holding its arm. I'm gonna pull back on said arm
okay.
and
Make-
swing that bitch back into the blade.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Cause fuck that.
See if you hit.
23.
23 hits. Just roll me a straight D10.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't kill it with this.
2.
You do not kill it with this. You are so lucky. Let's see how this goes.
Yay! Yay!
So,
Nicely
bludgeoning
done.
to the arm. I'm gonna have to. Okay, you don't tear the arm off. You did not roll high enough. What you do is you crush the bones in the forearm, and as you pull, the skin tears until you just deglove the entire arm and hand. And you just have this wet like glove of inverted hand and claw, and you attempt to like pummel Magic Man, but it's more of just wet. That's his face. As
He still
slaps.
deserves it.
I challenge you to a dude.
Is that what Magic Man sounded like?
So that's what
pretty
Chick
much-
sounded like.
Pretty much just like try to golf swing it in with like a fist of this balled up flesh.
You
and
can
just
roll
effectively
a-
try to punch that bitch.
Well, you said you're going to swing, so if you want to,
I get 2 attacks though.
Okay, yes. If you want to slap him with your, with the arm thing,
Yeah.
or you're gonna actually like punch him in the face.
I actually
but
want
not
to try
with-
and punch him in the face.
Okay, then roll an attack.
Because, yeah, slapping him with a bit of skin is not going to be very helpful. 32.
Nice.
Okay. You hit him and you shove him back, and he grabs your arm, and you can feel the cold of the void as your arm is just centimeters from the surface of the blade. And in the background, you see these 2 massive figures. You don't see any facial features, it's just a blank, like featureless face, but elven ears, long flowing white hair, and they just look down, and you see as the skin tears on one side and this eye opens up to look through the blade, and it
Aye.
reaches out towards Magic Man. And that's the end of your turn though.
I'm familiar with this, which is disappointing.
Valastae, take us home.
I
Oh my God, please
finished
don't.
the job.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Describe to me how you kill this thing.
I remove the blade upwards.
Okay, so it's gone through its like the middle of it, like just below its sternum, and you just drag all the way up.
Yeah, I
Through its-
unzip him upwards.
Yeah, through its sternum, up its neck, through its head, and it just unfolds.
Banana peel. Yep.
And
Nice.
the cold of the void has sort of frozen it solid along its edges. So it doesn't just, spatter out into the ground. It just unfolds and stops moving. It's a very sort of somber moment as opposed to like this victorious blood spray. But it is now dead, and you just hear this whistling, sucking noise from the blade. No one else does. But it sort of shimmers for a second, and Magic Man leans out to you. Tig, help me, please. And then just back into the blade.
I was like, blade, turn off.
And then blade turns off.
And then what? So there's the Ellipse still. Are they there?
They are, but they seem to be unraveling without their master there to keep them
Right.
alive. So
Cool.
there's that.
I move. I help. I would like to push Tig back behind the rock spire
Okay.
for the remainder of my turn. Yeah. And yeah, I don't think I can do anything about it this turn, but I do have a plan for Dom.
Dom, you are still under this thing's thrall, despite the fact it's
Fuck.
dead.
24 hours.
Do everything you can to kill Felix. Anything you have in your power to hit him behind that is now on you to use.
Yeah.
Poor
Aw.
Reese.
I'm gonna do
Still
the
love you,
Hexblade's curse.
Agent.
I'm so sorry, man. And I'm gonna drop another 3 sharpshooters into him.
He is behind rocks on the far side. Can you hit him there? Oh god.
I mean, I have sharpshooter, so I ignore cover, but I can also move.
If you move
40
south, you'd be able to
feet.
hit him quite easily. Yep. Okay.
So let's just say it like that, maybe.
Yep. Okay. Sure. He get half cover, and then you ignore half cover, and he gets hit.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
And you said do everything within my power, so I'm gonna do a luck point on that final shot that misses.
Yep.
Still good, mate. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, and sorry, that second attack is actually a crit because I rolled a 19. And I Hexblade cursed him, so I crit on a 19.
Did you?
Tig, you hear the
Jeez.
of his sunlight string firing these arrows of shadow and darkness, and you kind of see it glow. You hear that as it fires past, and then you hear Felix get hit and grunt, Agent, roll me 3d10. Separate d10s.
No.
Separate D10s.
Mm-hmm.
Uno, dos,
Oh,
tres.
Oh no!
No, you've
You can burn a hero point if you wish, Felix, to negate one of those 8s down to a 1, so it'll do almost nothing
Yes.
to you. The
Yes.
second
Yes,
one
please.
is I don't know what this does to you.
Am I allowed to use luck points or hero points to act in counter to this charm? I don't
No.
want to kill Felix. So
Unfortunately, no. Do me a favor, roll me one more d10. I want to see where that lands, because if you hit him in the arm or leg, he might not die. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get hit once in the chest. Your armor stops you. You negate that with your hero point. You get hit once in the leg, and another time in the hip. But it seems to like hit against the scabbard of your sword, and you sheath it to run, and you feel it hit the blade, and the arrow dissipates. But your leg, man, there's something wrong. You hit the ground, you look down, and an 8. The attack severs and rips the lower half of the leg away in a stream of blood.
Eat my
The
leg.
target must
Oh shit.
make a constitution test or die immediately of shock. The target suffers blood loss and 1 permanent dexterity damage. You only have 1 leg.
Okay, so I've got to. Alright, so I've got to make a constitution check, right?
Yes. An unchangeable through anything. DC 13 constitution saving throw.
Right.
dead.
So bardic inspiration wouldn't help.
No.
I'm glad I didn't give it to him then.
I have a reroll. Can I use it? Or is that? Do I have a? I'm pretty sure I've got a reroll.
You have a reroll, yeah.
All right. He's down.
You also have a healing.
I've got healing.
At the moment,
Yeah.
you're down,
Yeah.
right? You've been hit 3. You went to 0. You've hit
Yep.
twice while at 0. You are unconscious with 1 leg,
Mm-hmm.
right? They have
If
6
he's only
seconds
got-
to get to you and do something, or you die.
Okay.
Because really, you
Question.
get saving throws, but you would auto fail too since you're already at 0 and got hit.
Which arrow hit him that knocked him down?
The second one.
Shut up.
Oh, and the third one did too. No, because if he's down, I'd have disadvantage on my attack.
That was a
Oh.
narrative thing, not a.
Oh, all right, fine.
Oh yeah, fuck me, right? So, Valastae, you hear the grunts. You turn around. Your friend is bleeding out on the ground. His leg is gone from just above the knee.
Yep. Yep. So.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, I'm unconscious.
I can heal him straight up. Like I can bring him back to 1 hit point or even 3. And it's stopping Dom doing this. That's the problem. Tig, I think we need to hold Dom down.
Take
Like-
break, Dom.
Don't break Dom, just stop Dom. Would counter charm work? Because he's not making saves to resist it, and that's the point.
He gets to make 1 at the rising of every sun. You're in the shadow plane.
Well, in fairness, he made a sun. That sun rose.
Not quite, but yes. So you have, again, 6 seconds. You get to choose between getting to Felix and seeing if you can stabilize him, or getting to Dom and trying to uncharm that friend.
Okay. I actually think I may have a solution.
Because we're technically out of combat, I'll allow you to cast Fly and then get there to another spell if you want to make the range.
No.
But either way, you can only go one direction.
It's good, and I can't cast fly. So I have 1 action and 1 bonus action. Yes.
Yep.
A healing word, Felix, as a bonus action at I don't know 3rd level. Fuck it.
Go all the way up.
So he gets like some healing. And he isn't unconscious anymore. He is awake. He's only got half a leg. but he's awake, and he gets some. Healing word.
Yep. Okay, so it's what 3D?
3d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Go for
which
it.
is
Roll
5.
it.
1, 2, 3.
So 10, 15.
10, 15,
points.
and that has a range of 60 feet. I then move 30 feet towards Dom,
Clever boy.
and I use
Counter charm, I imagine.
no, I can't use counter charm. That doesn't work. Shadow Law. Once per long rest, as an action, you can whisper a phrase that one creature that shares a language with you can hear within 30 feet. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, the target is charmed by you for the next 8 hours or until one of your allies attacks it. Damage it or force it to make a saving throw. I will, if I succeed in this, tell Tig that I've got this. Go help Dom. Go help Felix.
All right.
not gonna be
So
enough.
what do you need to roll? He needs to make a save, yeah? That's what it is?
Oh no.
He needs to make a wisdom save.
What is the DC?
18.
Go for it, buddy. You can do it, agent.
Oh, there you go. You are now charmed by me, motherfucker.
And what do you say to him?
I say, turn and run the other way for 200 feet. Do not try to attack anyone.
400 zombies appear.
Okay.
All right. Dom turns and runs. You snap out of what's happened with this Nakba. You realize what you've done, and you're just running across the hill towards Book, who's looking at you in horror. But also, you realize as he cocks his head that he understands what has happened, is why he did not want to come into this fight.
You're right. And I say, Tig, I know you're mad at Dom. I will fix him. Please go help Felix.
Felix, you wake up, look down. You only have half of one leg. The other is lying about 15 feet away from you.
Felix, I can fix you. Just hold on, mate.
I'm like, oh, what? Is it bad? Oh.
You've had worse.
Just in and out.
As you both run off to assess what's happening with your friends, we will end the session.
Oh, don't
You dickhead.
I'm so
As
angry.
goes next session. One thing I will add, all the rents and tears in you, Tig, you can see little vines and fresh tree like sap growing to fill. One of the effects that Kernos did to you is turn you into effectively a ring of regeneration.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, you heal very slowly. Don't think it helps you that much. It's like once every
No, I
6
don't.
months you get a few hit points.
That's cool.
Cool.
So
That's sweet.
I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Everyone looks like they're
mate.
very stressed.
Oh, that
And I
was worse
feel
than the bloody Shadow Dragon.
I'm gonna apologize in advance to Dominic because that's not gonna go well for you.
I'm
It's
gonna
not.
apologize.
It's really not.
Opposite of advances for putting 7 arrows into Felix, maybe more.
Hey, Felix. How you feeling there, buddy?
Oh, untouchable. I was untouchable. And then I got very touched.
Too touched.
In all the bad ways.
Yeah, you did get some bad touch there by Dom.
Like,
Yeah,
So-
that was intense because like I put this thing down and I was like, hasn't got any legendary actions, but I'll use it to the fullest ability I can to see what you guys can pull off. And holy crap, the amount of saves these things forced on you, you only have to fail a couple to really, really hurt. The Ellipse are CR5.
Yeah.
Right? The Nagpa was put up to CR20 from I think CR19
Fuck.
or 17, right?
Wow.
Considering you took down like a CR24 Shadow Dragon last week, it's
Yeah,
not
We're
You
You
good.
also fought like a CR30 Dom, so
Yeah.
Also, we didn't have Dom for
Interesting.
half the fight. That could have changed.
Yeah,
things quite
I know.
significantly.
I had one turn before I got charmed.
Yeah, and
All right.
so like the trick is, and any decent tactician will tell you this: numbers will out.
Yes.
You know, you can have one awesome dude fighting. You know, Valastae would not enjoy fighting 30 goblins. Just numbers are a problem. Although Valastae actually has a few solutions for that, but you know, your average soldier would struggle.
Alrighty, guys, let's wrap this up. I want to thank you all who showed up today and watched and had a good time. I was loving watching the chat pop off again. It's always good to see people there talking. Thank you for the subs, the gift subs, the follows, the donations, the biddies, everything, for helping the players out with things. You know, Felix does have a healing for next time he decides to get mauled by a teammate.
I want to thank everyone for throwing their stuff at me. Like, I don't think I would have survived if, like,
No.
Everyone's just like, Felix, take our help.
I'm like, how's all this stuff work? I have a reroll. I have this. I want you to live.
I had a great time. I'm sorry that it was so damn brutal. Put out a lot of damage, but he was just quite a nasty enemy. And I had intended for him to be a thing. He was going to leave and summon some more friends, and he was going to get the soul there. But then he was like, everyone grapple him. I'm like, oh no, he has strength 9. Okay? So
Grapple is the best thing you can do in D&D 5th ed. I will stand by that.
alrighty.
We're charmed.
Unless you have freedom of movement.
Yeah.
Charm is irritatingly good as well.
Thanks again to Bree for our amazing art. Thanks to Nerds of the West and Wonders and Blunders for their players they have given to us, and just for being awesome in their own right. Wonders and Blunders has, as we said before, a very long-running podcast, about a year now. It's exceptional. You should check it out. And Nerds of the West does board games and video games over at their channel. They're also based in WA, where the majority of us here are, apart from the one Canadian who's smiling at the camera.
Winking. Seductive. eye.
Yes. So if you want to find out more about us, down in the panels below, you have our Twitter, YouTube, Insta, all the rest. Go check us out. Join the Discord if you wish, and chat D&D and other things there. But we will do our goodbyes starting from the opposite where we went at the start. So Valastae.
Yeah, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This is like I'd never tried the Twitch streaming before. I'm really enjoying the interactivity of it. I'm really enjoying the sort of the immediacy of the response from the audience. It's so cool to have that interaction with you guys. So because it's actually like, oh no, they are enjoying. Watch, look, they actually are. So it's not just us who's having fun. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed my voice, you could listen to it on Baby Dragons, which episode 14 dropped recently. You can find us on all good podcasting places and Podbean. Actually, that's good too. Yeah, thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you next Friday.
All right. Next one along, we have Teg.
Tig. Hi, everybody. I'm Showgirl. I played Tig tonight, who's having an existential crisis next episode. Someone's trying to kill her tribe again. You can find me here Friday nights, 10 p.m. for the Heart of the Plains game. You can also find me here on Monday nights for the Warhammer Mists Over Mootland game, where I play your Bretonnian damsel, Mercedes Dumont. But yeah, other than that, you pretty much just find me here. I'll pop in at random times and chat and stuff like that. But yeah, that's me for now. Hopefully more coming soon, or just random games with other people and stuff like that. So yeah.
And Dominic.
Yeah, I've got a horrible stomach ache and an overwhelming sense of guilt. Might not just be from the coffee this time.
I still love you, beautiful man.
We all love
Lies.
Oh my god.
He'll be fine. You might not be.
Yeah. Well, oh boy, Dom's gonna have to grapple with some inner demons after this for sure. On top of regular demons, I guess. Also.
And
I'm Agent. I'm here Mondays and Friday nights with Empire Darkness and this Heart of the Plains. I'm also here in about 12-ish hours, not even actually 7 hours, when I'm going to be DMing the new campaign Ruffians for episode 2. Which I need to go get ready for after this. You can also find me on Wonders and Blunders, the podcast. As they said, they've spoke lots on it, so I won't go into any more. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been an extremely stressful episode for me.
Deserved.
And lastly, we have Felix O'Fara.
Hey guys, I'm Reese. I'm now the one-legged rogue, which has severely impacted my day job. Which we'll find out next episode.
Being a pirate?
Yeah.
Being a track and field star.
I also am part of a channel called Nerds of the West. We play board games, we play video games. It's a group of us. We're here on Twitch. We're also here on we're on YouTube. So if that interests you at all, give us a visit. Say hi to us. We also do have an episode with Josh that we did a few months ago. And the There Be Dragons crew, which was pretty cool. But yeah, so that's and find me on Twitter at Spoiler Alert Reese. I post wrestling memes, so if that's what you like, you know.
Very
Yeah.
too much, dude. Oh my yes.
Ooh, yes.
All right. And hi, I'm Nova or Nova1. I've been your DM tonight. I DM this game obviously every week for the next few weeks. It's meant to be a short running campaign. We'll see how it's going. It should finish off the next 5 weeks, but
Oh look.
you know.
Hey, I've got nothing planned. So
We fuck it up. We could
Fun
finish
anyway.
next
You've got
week.
one leg.
Yeah, it really depends on those roles.
Yeah.
But yes, I also usually DM on a Monday night for Emerson Darkness, which both Showgirl and Agent play in. However, at the moment, the Doom Donkey is taking over so that I can put my efforts into this and a few other things. And yeah, I have my own channel and Twitter. Sometimes I do things, not as often as I'd like, but life's busy. So before we go, I hand you over to producer Veg, the other half of the people that run Roll for Damage.
Yeah, that's me. That's me behind the curtain doing my thing. That was
Voice.
the weirdest voice of them.
While you're not DMing behind the curtain.
Well, yeah, I even
Hiding.
DM behind the curtain. It breaks the sense of immersion if I don't. That was a stressful episode. That fight
Oh my
was
god.
hands down stressful. Easily the most stressful I've seen on this channel. But I digress. I will see you all again in 7 hours with Agent doing the same thing that I'm doing here. It's gonna be great. Episode 2. Be there. But as we do at the end of every stream, we like to pass across the love from our channel to another in the format of a raid. So come with us as we pass across the love to someone who is a part of the Monday night crew and who is playing such an apt game. Yes, you know him, you love him. His name is Archon.
I'm gonna share the damage.
You share the damage. Go there and tell him that dwarfs are short and they are not better than elves and that everybody prefers elves.
Also
Then
tell
poke
him
fun.
dwarves look better with beards
Yeah.
and mohawks.
Yeah, absolutely. And tattoos than the rest.
Not a real dwarf without a mohawk.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
go there, give him some stick, tell him where you came from, chuck up your favorite raid emote, or if you've got it, your roll for damage emote. If you want to get our emote, subscribe to the channel, show some support, so we can bring you more awesome games. That'll be it from us tonight. You guys say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Come back soon.